I'm Alanys, and this is the Freedom Show, the show where we discuss equal fairness, rights, and freedom from different points of view. Today, we have a very special guest, Miss Tamara. Hello, Miss Tamara. Thank you for showing up today. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing really well. Thank you for having me.
How do you feel about theater supposed to be for everyone, but find out some people are being excluded because of their skin color, race, or religion?
Right. It's a big problem in the theater, and that theater is supposed to be for everyone, but we have found out that it's not accessible to all communities. And so theater artists like me and 24th Street Theater are working to bridge that gap to bring more communities into the theatrical space.
What advice do you have for women trying to get into theater?
I say go for it. It's a lot of fun. I want to see more women artists. I want to see more women behind the screen. I want to see more women directors, more women writers, more women producers.
How do you feel about women's respect or women's rights involving racism?
Oh, yeah, that's a long conversation. I think there is no women's rights if we don't talk about racism. For a long time, it was white women saying, we want rights, but forgetting that that also looks different for women of color. And so I think it needs to be intersectional for it to work.
How do you feel about women fighting over small things or being disrespectful?
I mean, it's going to happen. People don't always need to agree. And I think rather than it being a woman thing, we can have it be a person thing. I think just with all disagreements and arguments, it's one of those things we just have to be able to communicate and be respectful to each other when doing so.
I 100% agree. I think women should be nice. I feel like people should be nicer to women, but women should also be nicer to them as well. So it's kind of like a give or take.
Yeah, you gotta stand by each other.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here today, Miss Tamara, and telling us your opinions and thoughts. I feel we all learned things that will help us in the future. Don't forget to follow our channel, #The Freedom Productions, to learn more about equal rights, fairness, rights, and freedom. Follow to stay notified every single time there's a new video. Keep being awesome, and make sure to go to 24th Street Theater.
Thank you for having me.